Let's say for this effect, the spectator can mix up the deck, and once they're done mixing up the deck, they hand it to me. So now I would ask the spectator to go ahead and name out loud any card they see. So let's say in this case, the spectator names the ace of diamonds, and they can also sign the ace, it doesn't matter. So we'll go ahead and we'll take your ace of diamonds and we'll leave it right there, put the rest of the packet on top, and once we push it in, one card on top, and it should be your ace of diamonds. And for the second effect here, let's say the deck is shuffled and the spectator names any card out loud once again. So let's say in this case the spectator names the Jack of Spades. Excuse me. So with the Jack of Spades, we can put it on top of the half. We can put the other half right on top. And just like this, once we push it in, your card isn't on top of the deck, but it is on the bottom of the deck. So, those are the two card controls we are going to be learning today. If you would like to learn how to do them, be sure to stick around for the tutorial. Before I get into the tutorial, in case you're wondering about the deck I'm using, these are the Run playing cards. RUN, Run playing cards. And these two card controls are actually two controls I actually discovered on my own. But if you know if they are out there in the world, please let me know so I can update the description and give the proper credit. So these are pretty easy controls, so this video shouldn't be too long. So let's go ahead and get right into this. So you can either control the card to the top or the bottom. So I'm going to go over to the top 2 or 3 times, and then to the bottom 2 or 3 times, and then that's the video. So the deck is going to be face up. It can be shuffled, it doesn't matter. You're going to spread out the deck, or you can go one by one, and you're going to have them name a card. Let's say the Jack of Diamonds. Now, in order to control this to the top, here's what you're going to do. So you're gonna catch a break underneath or above the card that's on top of the card they name. So they name the Jack of Diamonds. You're gonna catch a break on the Five of Clubs, which is right above it. So when I square up everything, this is the 5 right here. So my middle finger remains right there, doing just a little separation so I can put my pinky in and I'm going to square up everything. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and grip the top packet above the break, and you're just going to go ahead and risk kill the bottom half like this. And I think this is actually the control to the bottom of the deck, not to the top of the deck. But let's keep going anyway. So you have your break. You're going to grip the top half above the break in a middle grip. And you're just going to risk kill this half because you want this to look like the Jack of Diamonds you're taking when it's not the Jack of Diamonds, it's that card above it, the 5. So you're here, you're going to come away, and your index finger with this other half, not with the Jack and the 5, but the other half on the very top, you can turn in towards yourself. You can adjust your grip with this other half. So my thumb comes to the middle, I just push down. My index finger comes over to the rest of my 3 fingers, and I can just adjust like this. But anyway, my 4 fingers are going to come under. I'm going to push out this card, or your fingers can come underneath and grab it. Doesn't matter. You're going to put it on top of the deck. And the rest of these you can either put on top, or you can do some fancy twirl. It doesn't matter. Either way you do it though, now the card is on the bottom. Excuse me, let me go over that again. So let's say they name a card. Let's say the Ace of Spades. You're going to catch a break above the card that's above the ace, or on top of the ace, in this case, the Nine of Hearts. So I'm going to square up everything, but my middle finger is going to be pushing down while I square up this packet so my pinky can go in easily. I square up this top half, and now I have a break. So I'm going to grip the top half like this, and I'm going to do a wrist kill, just because you want the spectator to believe you're taking the ace here. It's not actually the ace, but you don't want to show them that. So you have a break here, you're going to wrist kill, you're going to turn this other half into yourself, and now it doesn't matter how you do it, just take this bottom card and put it on top of the deck that you took the bottom card from. So right here, the rest go right on top, and just like that, the card is on the bottom. I'll do that one more time, just in case there's anything I forgot. So let's say they name a card, and let's say the Ace of Hearts. We'll go with him. So you're gonna catch a break on top, so above the card that's on top of the ace, in this case, the 2. So remember, my middle finger is contacting this 2. I'm going to push down, and I'm going to square up this packet first, put my pinky in there, and then square up this top half. So now you're just going to grip this top half in a middle grip, middle ring pinky on top, thumb in the back, index curled, and you're going to do a wrist kill. So it's sort of like a KM move in a way. If you lift up this packet, they expect to see the Ace of Hearts, or they should expect to see it, because all it's going to look like is Ace of Hearts, okay? And we'll take your Ace of Hearts right here, but you're not. So it's sort of like a nice switch you can do. So right here, I'll come away. I'll turn this half the other way. And I'm just going to grab this bottom card, put it on top. Don't call much attention to it, because if you do this right, it's really going to look like it's their card. They push it in, and now their card is on the bottom. So I think that's pretty much everything I can do. Hold on. Okay, sorry there. So I think that's pretty much everything involving the control to the bottom. Let's finally go over what I was gonna go over, which is the control to the top. Excuse me. So, same thing like before. They're gonna name a card out loud. Let's say the Queen of Hearts. This time, for whatever card they name, you're gonna catch a break below the card that's below the Queen of Hearts. So in this case, the Five of Spades, you're gonna catch a break below. So in order to do this, my index finger, first of all, is on the card they name, meaning my middle finger can go on the card below it. My middle finger and the rest of my hand, once it contacts the 5 and pushes down, it's going to lift up so my pinky can go under and the rest can go on top. Same thing like before. If you lift up, they're going to expect, or you want them to think, that the Queen of Hearts or whatever card they name is here. So you're gonna hold in middle grip and you're gonna do a wrist kill. But this is a little easier because now turn both halves face down. And in my case, I'm gonna take the right half. I'm gonna push the top card on top and then put the entire pile on top. Or you can do some sort of twirl. It doesn't matter because that was the bottom half. Just like that, the card is on top. Let's go over that two more times here, because this is almost like the bottom control. So let's say they name the Jack of Hearts. So my index finger is on the Jack. My middle finger is going to be on the card below the Jack, the Six of Clubs. I'm pushing the 6 up, right up against the Jack. I'm going to lift up everything, put my pinky in, and square up the break. And you want to be careful with your break. So maybe have as much of a little break as you can, or tilt the packet down. Even put your index finger across the top here. You just don't want them to see this gigantic break. And also for the sides too, make sure you watch your breaks. Make sure you're comfortable holding a break, because you don't want this to look like anything weird. Just want it to look like you have a break above their queen, really. Or you're gonna cut to their queen. I shouldn't say a break. Anyway, you're gonna hold the top half, you're gonna pull away, turn this other half, oh, make sure that doesn't happen, face down, push the card on top, put the rest of these on top, just like that, the Jack is on top. Now I'm gonna go over that one more time, but I'm gonna add in just a little added bonus you can do. It's not gonna make much of a difference, but it might for you and the fact you're performing. Who knows? So they're gonna name a card out loud for the last time. Let's say the Queen of Spades. You're gonna catch a break below the card, below the Queen. In this case, that's a gimmick there. Get rid of that. So in this case, the Queen of Hearts. So my index finger is on the queen. My middle finger is on the card below the queen. I'm going to lift up, square up, and catch a break. Now when I'm going to do the wrist kill and everything, I'm just going to put the card down face down and say, here, you can put your card in wherever you would like. Now if you trust them to do this, you can have them hold it. You can ripple down, they say stop, and you can push it in. If you do this the right way, and if you sell it the right way, they should think the entire time this is their Queen of Spades. But if you're feeling nervous that they're gonna turn it over, you can lift it up and you can say, okay, I want you to call out stop, and then you put it in, and the card is on top. One more thing you can do here, I just thought of. I'm not going to teach it because I don't know this move, but you can do something called a top change. So you're holding this card, which they think is theirs. You're catching a break below the top card of the other half, which really is theirs. So you can push off, put your pinky in, and pull back. You could even do a pinky count. It doesn't matter. And actually, this move I did teach before, I just remembered. So, I guess I'll teach it really quick, but I will leave a link in the description. You're going to do sort of like a top change. So, you're going to come in, put this card on top face down, make sure it's squared up, put your thumb on the top left corner going diagonal, turn your wrist in, and all you're going to do is put your fingers in under this break. Your thumb pinches down on this top card. It's going to push forward. So your thumb's going to push forward. Your four fingers are going to push back. You can say, okay. You're going to call out stop for where we're going to put your Queen of Spades. And now you're just going to put this right on top and do the same move while coming back. And that looks like you showed the Queen of Spades, but you actually switched it twice for the Queen of Hearts. So it may look something like this. So I say, okay, so I want you to call out stop when I ripple down the deck. And that's where we're going to put your Queen of Spades. And just like that, you switched out the card. You push it in. And now their card is on top. And I'm going to end the video there. So that was the video for today. Two original controls I put together when playing around. Now, if these are out there already, let me know and I will go ahead and update the description. And that's going to be it from me. So if you're out there and you celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you and your family have a wonderful, safe, and happy, healthy Thanksgiving. Excuse me. And if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, I hope you and your family have a very safe, happy, and healthy day. And if you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time with another video. Bye.